Hey guys, Dave here. Welcome to Computer Hobbyists. I went to Vintage Computer Festival Midwest, and there were so many people there that cars were parked all over the neighborhood, and they even had to set up some of the booths here in the parking lot. There was so many people. Yeah, they're selling all sorts of cool vintage stuff. There's a TI 94. I think that was going for $50, which is a good price. Lots of CRTs. There's an Intellivision. I think this guy has an Xbox 360s too. All right, here there was a big line here. At first I thought it was a line to get in, but I was like, wait a minute. Vintage Computer Festival Midwest is free. It turns out the line was just to buy t-shirts. And then the people in the line for the t-shirts here, there's a bunch of used equipment you can buy while you're waiting in line. Some old IBMs there. Bunch of old Atari stuff. I bought these for the Atari ST. I paid $30 for this whole lot, which is a good deal in my opinion. There's Quake on that computer. This lady over here is selling keychains and stuff. I think they're selling that retro magazine too. This is Apple there that's running a version of Mario, the 3D version. I forget what it's called. Bunch of old camcorders. These old VHS and beta camcorders. Seems like a lot of retro people like them. This guy I think was selling some music software. There's a Commodore 64. I think that's a Tandy 1000 too. Tandy 1000 was a great computer back in the day. So was the Commodore 64 for that matter. There's a whole bunch of them for you. And some Texas Instruments games there. They had Parsec. That was a good one. There's some old Apples and Radio Shack TRS-80 color computer too. There's Atari's ETs charging $30 for that. Be honest, my friend had that game. We didn't really like it. It seems like it's I wouldn't say it's popular. A lot of people want it now. I'm not sure why, because it's not a good game. Some more Cocos. And the tape decks for it. iMac. I like that little TV set there. We need a laptop. Here you go. There's an old Performa. And some old school Macs there. Xbox 360 games. Old Atari computers. And there's some Atari book, Creating Q*bert book. There's the old toasters with wings screensaver. That was pretty popular back in the day. Some old Sun workstations. I think that one might be a Silicon Graphics. Those were great computers, all of those back in the day. They were just expensive though. Not sure what these are. There's an old Altair.
All right.
Some old iMacs. There's an old, I don't know if it's a teletype machine or what. He had it running though. Here's some old phones. There's a rotary phone. A lot of the millennials and younger people don't know how to use a rotary phone. There, if your payphone breaks in your house, you can buy yourself a new one. Here's a nice Silicon graphics workstation. Old Packard Bell, that crazy circular one. The circular tower or whatever they called it. I think they're playing Quake there, yeah. Another rotary phone. This is an old teletype, but they had it running too. It was typing stuff out. Yeah, that old telegames thing, I had something similar to that when I was a kid. When I had only played Pong, though, that was the only game. There's an Amiga there. There was more Amigas at this Vintage Computer Festival than there usually is. Usually there's only like one or two. I think I saw about 8. There's the 8-bit guy there. He's selling Petsky robots, some Commander X16 shirts, and some Petsky robot shirts. There's Commander X16s. Old Commodore PET. I think they're playing Hero on that one there or something. There's another Tandy 1000.
Oh, none yet.
And there you got a rotary payphone, just what you needed. Apple II. There's Ken from Computer Clan. And there's LGR. He's got his wood grain 46 there. There's combat for the Atari 2600. That's one of the games that came with it. This guy's got a lot of copies of OS2 Warp here. There they got Doom running on those itsy bitsy laptops. There's Doom again. The game still looks good even after all these years. There's some Timex Sinclair cartridges, or tapes rather. Not sure what kind of computer this is, but the game looks cool. Really cool. Like those rolling speakers there. There's an Atari ST. And a Commodore 64. Atari 400. And there's the ubiquitous Nintendo NES. Another TI 99. And there's I think that's a ColecoVision Atom. You don't see those in the wild very often. Looks like it's playing Hero. In my opinion, Hero was the best game for the Atari 2600. That and River Raid. Lots of boxed PC games. Here's Heretic. I haven't seen that game in 20-some years. Lots of games under glass. There's an old TRS-80 Coco. The silver one there. So we got Commodore 128 there. Apple IIc. Not sure what that is, but it's running Frogger. I think that's a Model 80 there. Or Model 4, rather. It's been a while. Old laptops. Amazing how big that Mac, or not Mac, Apple laptop is. Here's some Timex computers. These are actually pretty cool. They're very popular in the United Kingdom. Basically, their version of the Commodore 64. It's probably a Coco 3 right there. And that's an Amiga. More Cocos. And television there to the left. Atari 1200, and I think the other one's an Atari 800 XL. Those were good computers. Rubik's Cube thing running on a Silicon Graphics. Oh, this is cool. This is a computer they've buried and left outside for a year, and it still works. They call it Krusty. Lunar Lander. There's a demo on Commodore 128. Ahoy Magazine, I haven't seen those in a while. There's another Altair and a Commodore PET. C64. Another Amiga. And Pac-Man for the Atari 2600. This guy's running the game on that one there too on a little monitor. Here they got Quake 3 networked. I played here for a while. I think I played for about a half hour. I died about once every 25 seconds. These guys I was playing against were really good. This looks cool here, the microcomputer trainer. And they had the famous YouTubers put on a presentation here. It was basically a question and answer thing. It was pretty cool. LGR, the 8-bit guy, Computer Clan, and a bunch of other YouTubers were in it. Thanks for watching, and have a good evening.